Hi, this is Taylor Libinati, and today I'm going to show you how to draw a Lego man. So a Lego man is a somewhat more complicated shape overall, but being that it is Legos, it is made up of very simplistic shapes. So we'll take a look at that and see how we can piece those things together. Something that helps me start when I'm using human figures is to pick a pose. So just with stick figures, very quickly, I'm just going to draw how I want this guy to be posed. He's going to be standing with one leg up, one arm back. Just to give you an idea, he's going to be mid-walk. So to start out, I'm going to map out his legs. And a Lego guy's legs is simply squares. That means that we can just draw a square we want our first leg to be with his foot. And then the one leg that's in the air, I'm going to draw his foot out. And then as it comes back into his other one. From there, we can map out his body, which again is just a square that's slightly tapered at the top, coming down like that. And then his arms. For right now, I'm just going to draw some lines to map where his arms are going to be, because they are somewhat odder shapes, and circles for hands. So then for the head, I'll just map out a small square. And now you can kind of see where this Lego guy is going to develop. So coming back to the legs, his actual legs are straight squares, but as they come up into the hip, they form a more circular shape. So right here, we'll connect it, just showing that hint of a sphere. And then because these are 3D shapes, I'll give it some depth by adding a line behind. And then that line goes straight into his foot. Let's go ahead and darken that a little bit and show a line connecting the two. Okay, so there we got one leg in there pretty good. Now the other one is coming at us, so I'm just going to draw two lines showing that, and then one behind. And then from there I can add in the foot. Just keep the lines going back. And then they have a slight bevel to them on the inside here, so I'm just going to show that. There we go. Follow that curve. Okay, so now we can add on his body, which again is just going to be a rectangle. But you can make one line coming to the front of his hips, and then one line coming to the back to show the side of his body. And then have it continue all the way up. There we go. So the arms. The arms are very smooth and rounded, but they follow a very straight path. So we're going to map that path out first. Boom. By having the arm come back, curve around the elbow, and then come toward the hand. And then from there we can show its roundness by having this line curve around the elbow. And then their hands are actually just giant C's, so which can be tricky drawing it in 3 dimensions. Just remember that the finger comes out and then connects to the thumb, and then that can give you your C. And then from there you can map out how it's going to be 3-dimensionally. Have it come back there. There's one of our hands. And then we'll try to replicate that coming here. Most of his arm is hidden by his hand, so we'll just show a line kind of connecting these. And then the C in this is going away from us, so I'm just going to map out where his finger will be and then his thumb will be, and then they connect right here. Follow that around. So now lastly, to get the head, all we need to do is draw a square out, but instead of having sharp corners, we're just going to round them off a little bit. And at the top of his head, they have a Lego connector, which is just a little sphere that connects down onto the top. Bada bing, bada boom. And then from there, you can give him whatever kind of face you want. Typically, they have just a nice, cartoony, curved eye. Oh, don't want to make him angry. with some sort of smile. So play around with that shape. You can add in clothes or designs. There's plenty of Lego guys out there to look at and take ideas from. So if you play with that, you have yourself a Lego guy. This is Taylor Libinati, and that's been How to Draw a Lego Guy.